Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's time for a brand new show on the network. It's time for
How Dumb is Coleman?
Well, this is a show where we find out just how dumb our beleaguered producer is. Each week, we'll bring to you the instances where Jack Coleman proves to us all, over and over again, just how dumb he is. Our first clip this week is a little jarring, as we once again ask,
How dumb is Coleman?
Now, our first clip this week finds Coleman pining for a new 9/11. That's right, I said pining. You know, the tragedy that killed a few thousand Americans and ultimately allowed the government to justify launching endless wars? That tragedy that will live in infamy in this country along with the likes of Pearl Harbor? Coleman thought this might be an opportunity to bring us all together as a community.
Well, I don't know. 9/11 was a very unifying moment within America. Maybe we need that. Maybe we need some kind of unifying moment. Jesus Christ. With the election? Yeah, everyone's very polarized.
Like a third, like Superman's gonna win or something? Like what's the...
What?
You think we need a 9/11 to bring the country together?
You want 9/11 to bring the country together for the election?
No,
I don't think
it
would bring the country together, though.
It did with 9/11, though.
Okay. This is one of those moments where old Jack tries to pontificate on serious subjects to prove he's not dumb. But I mean, come on. It's not often that you hear the argument for a terrorist attack. That's our Coleman. Am I right? So this brings us to our second clip. So this one is just your normal average run-of-the-mill stupid Coleman moment. I call this one Clairvoyant Coleman.
Every answer ended the same.
Yeah.
You see this, Justin, or no?
No, I have not.
He's like, sports, he's like, I know 2015, 16 through 2025.
Okay.
Movies, 2010 through 2025.
That's, I mean... You said to 2025?
But it's not 2025.
Oh. Why would you...
He said it like 4 times.
Why did you say that?
I have no idea.
So I said to Jeff, well, you got to ask him questions about 2025. Maybe you know, maybe
number one.
Maybe we
future question.
Yeah, right.
2025.
Maybe we finally found something that Coleman knows just in the future.
You know, not an all-timer by any means, but sneaky dumb. And we did get that added bonus of Blind Mike not even realizing it wasn't 2025 either. So that was a little added laugh for everyone as it dawned on Mike that it was, in fact, not yet 2025. Now, we'll move on to the Twitter portion of
How dumb is Coleman?
Now, this one is a little bit of a Twitter page main show crossover moment. This week, Kirk interviewed Stephen Hayden, the author and music critic, about his book, There Was Nothing You Could Do, and the Springsteen album, Born in the USA. However, when Coleman put the information out on X, he asked the fans about a different Bruce album. Maybe a typo, maybe a simple mistake, but Coleman said the boys discussed Born to Run, not Born in the USA. Maybe it was even autocorrect. Nevertheless, it's clearly another dumb Coleman moment.
If you're a Springsteen fan, casual or big, a lot of people do sort of aren't aware of Born in the USA. It was a little underground album he released in '84 and didn't make a mark.
That's a Bruce song, you said?
Yes, that is originally recorded by Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. Yeah. So Coleman, like most, even hardcore Bruce fans, don't really know that one.
No.
So we talked about that album for an hour. It's the book. The fucking book cover is essentially it's a fucking American flag on it. And Coleman tweets out the two discuss Born to Run. That's not even close.
It's a prayer for our fallen brothers and sisters.
What are you doing?
I completely fucked it up. I just, in my head, had Born to Run, I guess. And in all the descriptions, I put Born in the USA. Mm-hmm. And then just when I went to do that, Born to Run popped in instead.
Can you do anything right? I mean,
it was
okay.
Stupid.
And now we get to a clip that gives a little insight into Coleman the man. We get to find out some of his likes, his interests, old Twitter Coleman, pre-deleting his account, pre-hacking. Right, Coleman? Old Coleman, Jukum Coleman. He'd like to tell us all about who he was as a person. He'd like to talk to his brothers and sisters. Here we get to learn about some of his favorite musical artists. And as it turns out, it's as surprising to us as it was for him. Go figure.
Your favorite artist is David Bowie.
That's crazy. That's a bad
You
list.
tweeted it. You tweeted it.
Bad list.
I didn't think it was on the list.
He's arguing
I thought you were
himself
guessing.
in the past.
You tweeted it.
I don't know what I was thinking.
You were trying to impress them. Like,
No one.
2021. I've never seen a man this different from who he was.
Then OJ at Cheapy47
OJ.
responds,
Oh.
You misspelled Rihanna 3 times. Coleman, NGL. That stands for not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Chris.
Yep.
OJ, I had her at 4 before realizing I didn't want to do a top 5. So lazy, then he can't even pretend to do a top 5.
He had a top 4.
Yeah. He had Rihanna 4.
That's crazy.
You tweeted it, not me.
I know it's a horrible take.
Yeah, why are you saying it's crazy?
Crazy.
Now, a sneaky dumb moment in here that gets overlooked is the naming of Bowie's songs. I mean, by the third or fourth one, Coleman has already tapped out, and he just throws out Ziggy Stardust, and everyone just accepts it. When in fact, Ziggy Stardust is just a character played by Bowie for the album The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, and none of the songs on the album are named Ziggy Stardust. I actually thought Kirk might catch him on that one. And so now, this brings us to the last clip of...
How dumb is Coleman?
So we have to talk about the basketball team and the now infamous hamstring injury. I see Coleman seems to think that a hamstring injury works sort of like a common cold, you know? Oh, it's in my sinuses, or it's really settled here in my throat and now it's just kind of lingering in my lungs as a cough, right? I mean, you know how hamstring injuries just will sometimes leap from one leg to the other?
How's the hamstring, Coleman?
Bad.
Yeah.
Getting better
Oh,
though.
yeah.
I was putting some laps in the pool.
Double hamstring.
Loosen it up.
injuries.
Yes, everyone saw him pull his hamstring if you're on Twitter running with Justin. And then during practice, he said, it's actually kind of moved into my other hamstring. He said at one point.
Well, because during the game, you were grabbing your right.
During the game was my right.
Right.
That was
Does it travel through your body like you feel it in your stomach
Yes.
for a second?
Yes.
Now, the madness of this clip continues, of course, as Coleman then tells us all, I don't know if you saw it, but I just blew it out. Blew it out. Like he was David Beckham in the 2002 World Cup, or maybe that guy in the Olympics that blew out his hamstring in the 400, then his dad came running in from the stands and helped him finish the last 150 meters so he could get across the line. Yeah. And it does appear that on the athletic field, our Coleman is a real warrior. Ladies and gentlemen of fans, that brings us to the end of...
How dumb is Coleman?
Thank you all so much for joining me. I'm sure I'll be back because there seems to be an endless supply of answers to the question...
How dumb is Coleman?
But I will leave you with this one honorable mention clip. I'm surprised there was only one, although 16,000 was almost as egregious. However, here's this week's honorable mention clip. See you next week on...
How dumb is Coleman?
Career playoff wins as a head coach by Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson career playoff, just playoff wins. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reveal Mutt.
222.
222. Gus.
127.
127. Coleman.
35.
Oh my God!
That's a bit.
Call the fucking game. Fucking game. Why are we playing this? What the fuck are we doing?